Okay, continuing unit 1.7. This should be your third video. The first video was about translating expressions. The second video was about translating equations. And this one is going to be translating inequalities. All right, so we need to remember what inequalities are. Inequality means not equal. So an inequality is an expression or an equation that's not equal, right? So if you have 5 plus 2 equals 7, the left side is 7 and the right side is 7, it's equal. That's why it's an equation, because it has an equal sign, because it's equal. Inequality says we're sometimes going to have left sides not equal to the right side. What do we do about that? All right, I'll tell you what we do about it. There's symbols. If the left side, let's do it for example. 5 is less than 10. This is the symbol you will use, right? If it's less than or equal to, because you might not be sure. With variables, you don't know what they are. They're unknown. So suppose x is less than or equal to 10. Then you're going to have a less than or equal to symbol. Right? What if it's greater than? 10 is greater than 5. So you're going to have the greater than symbol. If it's 10 is greater than or equal to x, because we don't know what x is, but we do know that it's greater than or equal to 10, then you would use this symbol. These are your inequality symbols. Right? And the important thing is that you recognize, in any way you have to, that the direction matters. Right? This is less than or equal, greater than or equal. But if we flip around the numbers, everything changes. Right? So we have to be super careful that you grasp the understanding. My elementary school teacher told me that this is the mouth of an alligator. It eats the bigger number. This is the mouth of an alligator. It eats the bigger number. Whatever works for you is what I'm saying. Whatever works for you. Right? I need you to be able to visually see these as symbols that mean something. This means that the 5 is less than the 10. These symbols mean something. Right? So, let's translate. Same phrases, same key terms. A number is less than negative 10. A number is less than negative 10. All you have to do is translate it using the correct inequality symbol. A number is greater than or equal to negative 4. In some ways, these are easier because they're a little more, I don't know, straightforward. A speed limit, meaning that's as high as it can go, of 55 miles per hour. So speed has to be less than or equal to 55. It's a limit. I put S because it's speed, but you could use N or X or Q for all I care. It's a variable. The whole point is we don't know what it is. A number is no less than 10. It's not less than 10, which means it could be 10 or higher. A number is greater than or equal to 10. It could be 10 or it could be higher. Right? We'll do all of these just because on these guided notes I want you to have a very clear understanding of inequalities. A maximum number of 25. That means it can't go over 25, but it could be 25. So it could be less than or equal to 25. A number is less than or equal to 8. A number is at most 45, meaning it could be 45 or less. A number is less than or equal to 45. A number is at least 16. So it's 16 or higher. So the number has to be greater than or equal to 16. A number is no more than 26. So a number has to be less than or equal to 26. A minimum number of 5. So the number has to be greater than or equal to 5. You see how I just read each one, remembered my key terms and phrases, and then figured out which inequality symbol goes there? You just have to think about the words, right? Sometimes they wrap around your head and you just have to rethink them. Read it 3 or 4 times if you have to. Read it and check the answer until you understand why this is the answer. Repeat. Read it, check the answer, and then keep going back and forth until you understand why this is the answer. Alright? The next worksheet or practice sheet is going to put all 3 of these concepts together. We're going to translate expressions, equations, and inequalities. Alright? So make sure you have the practice sheet. Try to work some. Try. Please try before you watch the video. Okay.